Welcome everyone to No Excuses Allowed. Today we're going to talk about no excuses. Successful people don't make excuses. So I'm excited to welcome each one of you to our panel today. My name is Rachel Kelly. I'm here with the Fearless Online Entrepreneurs, and I have a awesome panel of ladies who I would like to first ask them to come out and introduce themselves, and from there we're going to go ahead and go into our mastermind session. So Diane has her son at home, but she can still come out. So you may hear a little bit of background noises. But Diane, if you could please come out and introduce yourself.
Sure, Rachel. Actually, I think he fell asleep. So
Awesome.
It's Diane Klein. I'm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I'm working from home mom. And I'm so blessed I can be home when my kids are sick and want my kids to school. It's just an amazing, incredible, I'm just so full of gratitude for being able to do that. And I'm online with my business to empower other people, to especially moms who want to have what we have here, and also for those out there who are trying to strive and working to become debt-free.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Diane, for that awesome introduction. I'm so glad to have you on the panel today. Next, we have the lovely Jody Maley. Jody, if you could please come out.
Hey there, guys. I'm Jody Maley, and as Diane, I am Canadian. I live in beautiful BC, and I know Sharon just shared with us before this that it was raining there, but it's actually a beautiful fall day here in BC. And I think that I love coaching and training women to actually make money in business. Sometimes, people join something because they think it's a hobby or they think it's part-time or whatever. But the reason that people stay with the business is because they're making money. And that's what the gift I want to give to people is that, you can change you a little bit to make that money flow.
Awesome, Jody. Thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate that. Next on the panel, we have the lovely Sharon Sutherland here representing her husband, Lucky. Okay. Sharon, are you?
Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you might be in the world. First, I would like to give an honor to our Lord and Savior who allowed us all to be here on this beautiful rainy day here in Maryland. I am here and helping my husband, Lucky, to grow his business. And the reason why we wanted to get work online is because each of us have a unique talent and gift, and we can use that talent and gift to help others to overcome fear and empower them to be their best. And we can also learn from one another. We can support one another in our businesses. And with this group here, we are here to mastermind with one another so that we can better understand the processes we need to go through in order to have a successful business. And some of my crafts that I love to do is crocheting, sewing, knitting, ceramics, and I enjoy spending time with my beautiful family on and offline.
Awesome. Thank you very much for sharing that. Next, we have the amazing Eugenia Marie. Eugenia, and if I mess your name up, please forgive me because this is the first time I think I've actually tried to say it all. Please come out and introduce yourself.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eugenia Marin. I'm from South America, but I live here in beautiful Reno, Nevada. It's kind of very dry, and we have a lot of smoke due to a lot of fires that are going around. But anyways, I'm a single parent. I'm the mother of two beautiful teenagers, and my passion is to help other single parents that are in my position to be able to stay at home and be able to spend more time with their kids and see their kids growing. I'm very thankful and grateful to be present here with this amazing family that I have with these beautiful ladies. I love to spend time with my girls, help at their school, and meet new people, new cultures, new everything. Back with you, Rachel.
Thank you very much, Eugenia, for that lovely introduction. Just a little bit about me. My name is Rachel Kelly. I'm here in Toledo, Ohio, married to the awesome Bruce Kelly. with three children. My youngest, I always say this because this is my strong why. It's preparing a future for him. But my youngest was diagnosed with Down syndrome. And my purpose and my vision in life is to encourage others to push past their fears so that they can live their dreams. So we're looking forward to getting into this mastermind session today as we discuss no excuses allowed. And many times in life, you know, people will have situations that will come up, just like, you know, for my you know, my example, you know, I have a child that has a disability. A lot of people will say, because I have a child with a disability or because I have a disability, I can't do this, I can't do that. The successful person says no excuses. They push past the excuses that will come up. So today we're going to go ahead and dig into the book called The Success Principles by Jack Canfield, as he shares with us some principles that successful people do when it comes to no excuses. Ladies, would any of you like to start out with our reading? We're on principle number 35, and that is page number 274. And if it's no one.
Okay, sorry, I can start.
Thank you, Jody.
I love the title today. That's probably why no one else except me was brave enough to say, yeah, I'll start. The title for today is 99% is a bitch and 100% is a breeze. There is a difference between interest and commitment. When you're interested in doing something, you do it only when it's convenient. When you're committed to something, you accept no excuses, only results. And that's a statement from Ken Blanchard, Chief Spiritual Officer of the Ken Blanchard Companies and co-author of 30 books, including the classic bestseller, The 1 Minute Manager. Hey, I've read that. That's a really good book. Anyways, in life, the spoils of victory go to those who make 100% commitment to the outcome, to those who have a no matter what it takes attitude. They give it their all. They put everything they have into getting their desired result, whether it be an Olympian gold medal, the top sales award, a perfect dinner party, an A in microbiology, or their dream house. What a simple concept this is. You'd be surprised how many people wake up every day and fight with themselves over whether or not to keep their commitments, stick to their disciplines, or carry out their action plans. The no exception rule. Successful people adhere to the no exceptions rule. When it comes to their daily disciplines, once you make a 100% commitment to something, there are no exceptions. It's a done deal. Non-negotiable. Case closed. Over and out. 10-4, big fella. No, I just put that in myself. Okay, if I make 100% commitment to monogamy, that is it. I never have to think about it again. There are no exceptions no matter what the circumstances. It ends the discussion, closes that door, permits no other possibility. I don't have to wrestle with that decision every day. It's already been made. The die has been cast, all the bridges are burned. It makes life easier and simpler and keeps me on focus. It frees up tons of energy that would otherwise be spent internally debating the topic over and over and over, because all the energy I expend on internal conflict is unavailable to use for creating outer achievement. If you make the 100% commitment to exercise every day for 30 minutes, no matter what, then it is settled. You simply just do it. It doesn't matter if you are traveling, if you have a 7 a.m. television interview, if it's raining outside, if you went to bed late last night, if your schedule is full, or if you simply don't feel like it. You just do it anyway. It's like brushing your teeth before you go to bed. You always do it, no matter what. If you find yourself in bed and have forgotten, you get out of bed and go and brush them. It doesn't matter how tired you are or how late it is, you just do it.
Thank you, Jody, very much. Let's take a minute and discuss this portion of the reading when we're talking about 99% is a bitch, 100% is a breeze. Wow, I said that too easy. But in this reading, in this reading, it's no excuses rule, and I like what he said. Once you make 100% commitment to something, there are no exceptions. I think the problem is, ladies, and piggyback on this, if you agree with me or not, and those that are listening in, we want to hear from you too. We want to hear from you. One, have you made 100% commitment to whatever it is that you want in your life, or whatever that daily task is? Have you made 100% commitment? And oftentimes, what we find is that most people have not made the 100% commitment. They'll say, if, but, maybe, but they really, really don't commit to it. Once you make a commitment, if you want to succeed, you have to stick to it. All successful people stick to their commitment. So I think part of the problem is, and ladies, tell me if I'm wrong, is that people don't commit. And so the question is, are you committed? And if so, what are you committed to? And if you're not committed, when will you get committed? Ladies, come out and share with me your thoughts on that, my little rant there.
Well, when people a lot of times will make a commitment to please others, and they'll say anything, that they'll agree to anything that they say just so that they won't ask them the question again. But when it comes time to keeping that commitment because they weren't sincere in the beginning, they don't keep it. So, when you make a commitment, no excuses, no exceptions or anything, you got to stick to it. And some days it's not going to be easy. But if that is truly what you want, and you have made that choice in your heart and your mind, your body and your spirit, then you need to do it. So it's not going to be easy. Things are going to come up. Obstacles are going to get in the way, but you must press on.
Thank you very much, Sharon. I appreciate you coming out and sharing your insight on commitment. And, yes, things are going to be challenging at times, but you must commit. You must stick to it. So it doesn't matter if you're in a business, let's say in the business that most of us are in, and the requirement is a listing every day. No matter what comes up, it just doesn't matter. No matter what comes up, I'm going to list, right? That's what one of your daily routines are, and that's what you're going to do. And it's just going to depend on you because you are the owner of your business. You are the one that decides on what your commitment will be. So just wanted to just kind of pull that out. Anybody else want to say anything before we move forward?
Yes, Rachel, I'd like to jump out here. As you ladies were speaking, I was thinking, the key is to use the strengths that you have. I always say to my husband, this is the time I can use my stubbornness and stick with it. Because we have worked for so long working and looking for something online, and we finally found a business that works for us. So if you stay committed and you push through and you don't give up, that's the key. And if you are stubborn, that's where you use your trait. Stay up late at night and do your listing. Do whatever you have to do to get what you need to get done. Did we lose her, Rachel?
No, she's there. I just wanted to kind of.
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Jody. Kind of piggyback on just what Diane said too. Is that probably the biggest thing that I see. In a lot of people who get started with a business or whatever, they're not 100% committed because they still have their foot in plan B. There's so many people who they do want to move forward, they do want to make that 100% commission, but then they have their foot still, or even their toe, still back in that plan B in case it fails. And that, I think, is the difference between, the 99% bitch or the 100% going forward, is that you'll never get to that 100% if you still have your toe in your plan B.
Whoa, Jody, that was deep. That was a deep right. Did Jody just go and just dig in? Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, Jody, that was good. You can say that again. But wow, that was awesome. And Jody, I'm thinking here, like as you were talking about that, I like to refer to marriage a lot because I think a lot of people, that marriage one is one that really kind of like causes you to dig in, right? And we talk about commitment. So I begin to reflect on a marriage because that requires a commitment, right? And a lot of people step into marriage with a plan B. If this doesn't work, I can go get a divorce, all right? That's plan B. But they're not really committed to what they have to do in order to make it work. And it's just like the same thing when you come to a business. When you come into business and you become, have your own business, you have to, commit to, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to set out a plan. I'm going to lay out a plan, and I'm going to follow the step-by-step process. So really, really good stuff, Jody. Thank you very much for sharing. Wow, that was powerful. Anybody else want to share?
Yeah, just to piggyback on everything that everybody said, is to sometimes, like in my case, I was so afraid and struggling with so many things, and it wasn't until the day I decided to ask for help. The help is there. Sometimes, Jody, when you say you put your foot, you put the second foot, and you start sinking in, but you find so many struggles along the way that you start questioning, is this the right thing for me? Why am I finding things? But the thing is here to get the courage, and if you really want to move forward, ask for help. Look for people, look for the leaders in your team, look for the person who invited to the opportunity, and ask for help. That's one thing. And the other thing, as we were reading, sometimes it's really challenging to go and say, I will go with whatever it takes to make my business succeed. And that means a lot of perseverance, a lot of moments that you will find so many difficulties that you may think that this is it, I don't want to move forward, but always think that you are not the only one person, that there's a lot of people that you can reach out and find your way back into the business. Just persevere, reach out, and just make a plan and move one little step at a time, and praise yourself with whatever little step at a time that you accomplish every single day. Back to you, Rachel.
Awesome information, Eugenia, and you're right. Part of the commitment is if I get stuck, if I don't know what I'm doing, if I need help, I'm going to reach out and ask someone. That's very, very powerful. Thank you very much for sharing. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next section where it says only a full moon. Because my mentor, Sid Simmons, is a successful speaker, trainer, best-selling author, and poet who splits his time between Hadley, Massachusetts in the summer and Sanibel, Florida in the winter. When I was a graduate student at the University of Massachusetts, Sid was the most popular professor in the Department of Education. Can somebody mute out? There's like some background noise. So if you guys can just mute out for a minute, I appreciate that. One of Sid's highest priorities is health and fitness. At 77 years old, he still bites on a regular basis, takes supplements, eats healthy foods, and oh, yes, he allows himself a bowl of ice cream on the one day a month when there's a full moon. When I attended Sid's 75th birthday celebration, over 100 of his family members, closest friends, and adoring former students came from all across the country to celebrate him. Dessert was a standard birthday cake and ice cream. Only one problem, though, there wasn't a full moon. To cajole him into giving himself permission on this once-in-a-lifetime special occasion, 4 people who knew of Sid's commitment dressed the moon goddess and entered the room carrying a huge full moon made out of cardboard and aluminum foil. So there would be a virtual full moon for Sid. But even with all of that loving persuasion, Sid stood firm on his commitment and declined the ice cream. He knew if he broke his commitment this one time, it would be that much easier to break it the next time he was offered ice cream. It would be easier to rationalize, justify, and explain away his commitment. Sid knew that 100% commitment is actually easier to keep, and he was unwilling to undermine years of success for others' people's approval. We all learn a lot about true self-discipline that night. And it says, I'm going to order a broiled skinless chicken breast, but I want to bring me lasagna and garlic bread by mistake. I don't know. It's like a little cartoon thing here. No matter what, Dr. Wayne Dyer, international renowned motivational speaker and host of the PBS show The Power of Intention, is another friend of mine who has made a similar commitment to his health and fitness. For 22 years, Wayne ran every day for a minimum of 8 miles every day without fail. Wayne has been known to run up and down hotel stairwells and hallways during freezing weather in New York, and even up and down airplane aisles during international flights. Whether your discipline is to read for an hour, practice the piano 5 days a week, make 2 calls every day, learn a new language, practice typing, hit 200 balls, do 50 sit-ups, run 6 miles, meditate, pray, read the Bible, spend 60 quality minutes with your kids, or whatever else you need to do to achieve your goal. Commitment 100%. Commit 100% to those disciplines that will get you there. And one final reason, 100% is so important. This powerful 100% commitment also figures critically in other important areas. For instance, the workplace. Consider what a commitment to just 99.9 quality would mean in the following work situation. It would mean 1 hour of unsafe drinking water every month, 2 unsafe landings of O'Hare International Airport each day, 16,000 lost pieces of mail per hour, 20,000 incorrectly filed drug prescriptions every year, 500 incorrect surgical operations performed each year, 50 newborn babies dropped at birth by doctors every day, 22,000 texts deducted from the wrong account each day, your heart failing to beat 32,000 times each year. Can you see why 100% is such an important percentage? Just think how much better your life and the whole world would work if you're committed to 100% excellence in everything that you do. Wow, that was powerful. So here we are looking at the importance of not a 99 point something percent and not giving in to just this time. How many people do you hear say that? They'll go on a diet and then they'll say, well, today's a holiday, so I'm going to take a break today. They're on this diet, but they use the holiday as an excuse, or their birthday, et cetera, et cetera. Have you all heard of someone that does that? Or I'm not going to work on my business today because it's my birthday. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, how many of you have heard of someone do that?
I do it all the time, Rachel.
I was just going to say.
I love your honesty, Diane.
You too, Diane. I was about to come up and say, yeah, I do that actually.
Yeah, I start a new eating program every month. But hey, I'm trying. My foot is in there. I just have to get the other foot in there, Jody.
You guys are funny. I think that a lot of people, especially when it comes to food, I mean, food is like one of the worst ones out of keeping, from not being committed. But I love his commitment. He only ate ice cream once a month on a full moon. His friends tried to dress up a moon or make something just to give him an opportunity to eat some ice cream. He's like, no, I won't do it. And that's the type of commitment that successful people have. They stick to it no matter what, no matter how their friends dress it up. Hey, come on, this is another one. Okay, we all work from home, right? How many of us, maybe someone will call you on the phone and say, hey, you want to go out and grab lunch when lunch was not in the plan. They just called you up and they want to bring you out and take you out to lunch, right? And you see all this work that you have to get done on your desk, and you're not getting it done. And then what do? Oh, I work from home. So you'll use that as an excuse, and you'll get up and you'll go out and go to lunch, and you're not prioritizing the most important thing. Now, if they're out of town or something, that's kind of different. But if they're just in town and they should make plans with you. You're just not available just to go. I remember that used to happen to me all the time until I started establishing some guidelines with my family. You know, they're just calling, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm working. Oh, you want to go here? Can you pick me up? Can you take me? No. You know, but it took some time to get to there. You know, it just doesn't happen overnight. But it's really, really important that you commit to what you're doing. Anybody else want to add to that?
For sure, Rachel, I'd like to step out. As you were speaking, I was thinking of the guest we had here a little while ago, Bruce. I forget his last name, and he was coming out and he was talking how this friend from far away had stopped in that day, and he said to her, "I have an hour and a little bit to go for lunch for you, but then I have to come back to my home and to my office and finish what I had to do." That was so powerful for me because I thought, you know, he's already built $250,000 business, and he's working on other ones as well. And that's what successful people do. They make the commitment. They don't let friends interrupt them. They don't let family members. It's a different story if your child is sick at school or something. Yeah, I can understand that. But you know, if there's just somebody passing through, or there is a family member that's coming, you have your hours of operation. Stick to those hours. Make 100% commitment, because that's, for myself, when I have seen the results that were coming in, is when I made the commitment, okay, these are the hours I'm going to work, and this is the time I'm going to spend with you.
Yeah.
Wow, Diane, that was. Go ahead, Jody. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to comment right on that too, because for myself, my biggest commitment was to my health. And you know, there are times when, due to health stuff, that I haven't been able to attend something or whatever, and I really had to. I wouldn't say it was a struggle, but it was something that I had to wrap my head around and give myself permission to, okay, if you can't do that because God wants to put you in a healing state right now, then my health has to come first. And I think that that's, you know, you can have your true commitments to whatever it is. It could be your health. It could be a better relationship with your family, with your spouse. It could be, you know, a myriad of different things. And you have to take a stand on what you're first going to commit to, and then that takes precedence over everything else. And it's just like Diane said too with Bruce. He had a commitment to, this was his business time, and he was not going to miss that business time at any point.
Absolutely, Jody, I agree. I don't know, Jody, your camera keeps showing up black. I'm not sure what's going on.
I can see myself.
But I agree. You know, we have to sometimes in life prioritize. So for example, if you have health issues, if you don't take care of your body, you can't take care of anything else anyway. So the priority should be 100% to commitment to getting healthy, to doing the things that you need to do in order to feel at your optimal health, so that you can commit to that business at 100%. You know, but I think about, you know, just as he talked about in the book, you know, if a surgeon would do 99.9%, if they didn't give 100%, how many people would die on the operating table? You know, if an educator would give 99.9% to their children, or to children for educating them, how many children would we walk around that would not be educated? And there are some people that actually do that. Unfortunately, they don't give 100%. But what would happen if everything that we went to do, we committed to it 100%? And I want to, before I have one of you ladies come out, I just want to hear for those that are listening in. Tell us, you know, your view on commitment. What is your view on commitment? We all have one, and what do you think about you know, the education system or surgeries or things of that nature, and how has commitment helped you, or is it something that you need to do? Ladies, one of you want to come out? No one?
No, sorry, I couldn't unmute there. I firmly agree with that. You know, there are life and death situations where someone needs to be at that 100% commitment. And, you know, maybe that's the sort of commitment we have to look at too. You know, for our children, if we commit to our children that we're going to do something, or or we're going to take them somewhere, we try, well, not try, we actually do that 100% commitment to the child, because I don't want my child growing up being that 99% unsatisfied, you know? And sometimes if it's a realm of they're just, they're kids, right? So of course it's like, give me, I want this, I want that. So there's parenting, but then there's a thing about keeping your promises to your children. And not having 100% commitment to your children can be hard for them later in life, because they will then break promises to you. They will break promises to their kids, to their spouse. And that's something that I'm not willing to give up.
Awesome, Jody. Thank you very much for sharing. Just wanted to leave with you, because it's 12:30, 12:32. Wanted to leave with you the question, what will you commit to? What is it that you are committed to do 100%? 100% of you will give to it. Is it your business? Is it your health? Is it your children? Is it your relationship with your spouse? Is it to God? What will you give 100% to? And what I will share with you is, once you make that commitment, things will change in your life. For me, I made a commitment. I made a commitment to read my Bible every day. I made a commitment to have praise and devotion every day. I made a commitment to spend more time with my husband. And everything that I've committed to 100%, and I've even made commitments about my business. I'm like Diane. I had to kind of confess here. I haven't been. It's 100%, but sometimes it could be 100% in the wrong thing. And so what you got to do is you got to get back in alignment with your purpose and your vision. And so a lot of me right now is more into my purpose and my vision. Yes, I have these other things that I do, like listing, but my purpose and my vision is my main focus for me right now. So are you 100 committed to those things? You must get 100 committed to your purpose, your vision, and if you do that, the money will come. Everything that you're wanting, the relationships that you're wanting, all of that will line up. And where you'll find where chaos, where most people can't handle what's going on around them, if you find yourself getting committed, it won't bother you. It'll be like, oh, that's just normal. That's how that goes, and we'll be fine. There's no excuses, and it goes right back to the title. No excuses. Don't allow things to stop you from committing to what's most important to you. And like Jody mentioned earlier, if it's your health, for her it's her health. That has to be 100 commitment for her. So my question to you is, what will you commit to 100% of your time so that you can live the dream that you desire? My friend, just want to say thank you very much for coming out and hanging out with us today. We really appreciate you for spending this time. You can find us on Facebook, the Fearless Online Mastermind Group. Come and join us, hang out with us, and if you have questions or something you want to share, no spammies, no spam, but if you have something you want to share of value, please share it in the group. We will be glad to have you a part of our community. Take care for now. We will see you Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same place. Have a blessed weekend, and we will talk to you later.